Hello, this is Zamanzadeh from ZZNetworking.com. In order to see better, press this icon to view full screen. Today we're going to be talking about nesting queries, or subquery within a subquery. Now, don't let this confuse you. It's actually very simple. To show this, I'm going to give you several examples. For the first one, show the order number and order date for all parts in warehouse 6. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, let's first take a look at 3 tables. This should give us the answer. In the first table part, we see that we have warehouse, the warehouse column. And we have 4 rows here where the warehouse is 6. Now, we want to find in this one the order number and date for these parts. Or if we were to go to order line, we sure enough get the order number, but we don't get the order date. For that, we have to go to the table orders. So we go to table orders and we get the order number and order date. Now, how can we relate these 3 tables using a subquery? We could always join the tables, but suppose we want to do this specifically using a subquery. Well, code the following, and you'll see. We have an innermost query, an intermediate query, and then our outer query. The innermost query is this one right here, where we say select part number from the part table. We hit Control Enter, and this gives us the part number for all the parts that are in warehouse 6. Now, we put this inside of parentheses because that's our innermost query. Our intermediate query says select the order number from the order line table where part number is in the answer to this innermost query. So now we're going to find the part number. Now we're going to find the order number that correlates to these 4 part numbers that you see here. It's kind of a difficult task because we have to have 2 parentheses for this. Well, when I go ahead and execute this, now we have the order numbers that correlate to our parts in warehouse 6. Now, since this is an intermediate query, this executes next. The innermost executes first, passes the answer back to our intermediate query. Then our intermediate query executes and passes the answer back to our outermost query. So now that we have the order numbers, we want the order number and order date. So up here on top in our outermost query, we say select order number, order date from orders where order number in, and this is our answer here, order number 111, 333, and 555. We execute the whole thing, and now we get, sure enough, order number 333, 111, and 555, and the dates for each of these orders. Now, many people, when doing nested queries, forget about the second parentheses. Remember, whenever you open up one parentheses, you always have to, when you're doing a nested query, you always have to put the innermost one in, close it with 2 parentheses. Whenever you open one parentheses, you always have to close that. Here we open one parentheses, we close it here, where I'm highlighting. And then up here we open a second parentheses, we have to close it here with this last closing parentheses. Now, before we go any farther, let me show you a second way to get these exact answers. And a way to do that is by joining 3 tables together. We can get exactly the same answer by coding the following. We select order number from the orders table and order date from our table's orders, order line, and part, these 3 tables, where orders.order number, the order number column from the orders table equals to the order number column in the order line table, and the part number in the order line table, orderline.partNum, equals to the part number in the part table, which is part.partNum, and the warehouse equals 6. And sure enough, we get order number 111, 333, 555, and their correlating dates. Now, to show you nested queries simplified, let's try another example. Let's do it step by step. Suppose we want to show the first name and last name of the representative of a customer who ordered something on January 12th, 2007. Well, how are we going to do this? And bear in mind, I'm going to skip back and forth between these tables to show you. Let's do this a step at a time. So we have the question here. We know what we're looking for. An easy way to do inner queries is to work it backwards. Since we're looking for something shipped on January 12th, 2007, that information is in the orders table, is order date. So we select all from the orders table. So in our innermost query, we want to select a column that will relate to the customer table, which then will relate to the rep table. So what we have to do is we say select the common column between orders and customer, which is customer num. We say select customer underscore num from orders where order date equals to, and we have to put this in the proper format. Day of the month is 12. The abbreviation of January is JAN, and if you capitalize it, you must capitalize it here because it is in single quotes. And the year 2007 is represented as 07 and single quotes. We execute this query, and sure enough, we get the customer number for people who have orders on January 12, 2007. Put this inside of parentheses. Now, we want to relate this to the rep table. We can't go straight to the rep table from the orders table. We have to go through the customer table. So now we have to go ahead and say, well, first let's select all from customer so we can view the tables. Now the common column between the customer table and the rep table is rep num. So we want to go ahead and select the rep num from customer where customer num is in our innermost query. Whatever you put here in your select statement in your inner query has to appear in your where column of your outer query. That's how they relate to each other. We execute this, and now we have the rep numbers for the people who ordered something on January 12th, 07. Now, our question is, we want to know the first name and the last name of the rep number. So we select all from rep, and sure enough, the rep table has a first name and last name. So in our outermost query, since we're going to have an outer query, we have to put this in parentheses. We start at the top and go to the end, put that in parentheses, and we say select first name, last name, from rep where rep num is in. We execute the whole together, and we get the answer. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.